Hey guys, it's Tom back with a brand new video. Today we're off to Rottnest Island. Can't wait to see some quokkas. This is what they look like. Same walk down to Elizabeth Quay that I did yesterday. It's about a half an hour walk, and then it's an hour and a half ferry to Rottnest Island, where can't wait to see some cheeky quokkas. So I've heard food is ridiculously overpriced on the island, so I've got a barbecue pork banh mi that I bought at Coles yesterday and a few snack bars, so that should get me through the day. I've got about 6 hours on Rottnest Island, then I get the ferry back later in the afternoon. But yeah, looking forward to it. Next clip will be me on the ferry heading to see some quokkas. I ended up doing 18,000 steps yesterday, so let's see how many steps I do on the island today. 18,000? Ridiculous. So let's see how many. I'm going to try hire a bike as well. I tried to like pre-book that. It wasn't playing ball on the website, so hopefully they're not sold out. So yeah, hopefully I'll be cycling around Rottnest Island, so I'll be able to get around a lot quicker. And you know these vlogs, I love a cycle abroad. We've had Guatemala, we've had Belize, I've had bikes, Canada, I've had bikes, Mexico, I've had bikes. Literally, these vlogs, it just always ends up me on a bike. So let's see if we can get one in Rottnest Island for a few hours.
Visit the wine region though, to take one of our wine cruise boats. They're for adults only, but they depart a couple of days a week, and you get different houses on them there.
There we go, so we made it to Rottnest Island and I've managed to hire a bike. So this is my blue bad boy for the day, my lock and my helmet, and there we go. Let's explore Rottnest Island. Woo. So I accidentally left my map in Perth, so I don't have the map of Rottnest, so I need to go find another one, and then we'll go cycle around. There's some beautiful beaches here that I forgot my trunks, of course I did, but I'll explore the beaches, there's lighthouses, cafes and everything, so we'll do a bit of exploration. Let's get out of this traffic jam and see what we see. There we go, so I've acquired a map. So we are here, Thompson Bay, so there's plenty to do. There's the golf course here, and that says you can cycle around it, so I might head there first, and then you've got the little snorkel spots. But we've got the whole day here, we've got 6 hours, so we need to be back at 4:30, so plenty of time. I'm not even left the bike, but you can see that lizard there. There we go, wildlife already, but where's the cheeky quokka? But look at this view. Stunning, bloody stunning light, and it's a hot one. It is a hot one. And we're off on the bike. I've quickly ditched the helmet because I've got a fat head and it doesn't fit. But anyway, searching for the quokkas. It is a Sunday here, so it's absolutely rammed, but hopefully we can find somewhere there's not a load of people about. But let's go for a cheeky little cycle. There we go. I can burn off the beers that I had last night watching Man City demolish Liverpool. Absolutely demolish them. But let's find some quokkas. I'm just going to cycle aimlessly and see what I find. Escape the crowd and just go off. See what we see. Decided I'm going to head to Parker Point, which is some little beach marina kind of place. Apparently it's 4.8 kilometres. That'll be a nice cycle there. It was beautiful, beautiful scenery, and the sun's back out, thank God. So I quickly escaped all the crowds, and I say, yeah, heading to Parker Point, see what it looks like over there, and then we'll have time to explore all the islands. So we'll just do a lot of cycling, grab some food, and just hunt for quokkas. So it's 16 quid to hire the bike for the day, which isn't too bad considering it's Australia and the ferry costs 75 quid. I thought a lot more expensive than that, so it just means I can get around the island a lot quicker than walking. So 16 quid, not too bad, not too shabby. Welcome to Australia. Look at all those spiders. Oh my god. No, hopefully you can see them all around this bit. First glimpse of the ocean. A lot of people have stopped over here, so maybe it's a viewpoint or something else, but we'll see what they've stopped for. So this place is called Henrietta Rocks. You can see a ship sunk just there. Henrietta Rock, you can see in places just how aqua blue it is, where it's really, really shallow, but it's pretty rough, definitely not ideal for swimming, but there's some people out there snorkeling, so there must be some good fish and sea life around. So this is apparently what you can see here, so wouldn't mind seeing a cheeky turtle. You've got sea urchins, zooplankton. Pretty cool, but oh mate, I would not mind seeing a turtle at all. Found a better beach just around the corner. Look at the colour of that ocean, it's beautiful. And then right on the horizon, I think that's where I'm heading, where you've got all the boats, and again it's got that aqua blue water. But look at the colour of that just there. Windows wallpaper. There we go, we made it 5 kilometres to Parker Point, and again, look at the colour of the ocean, you've got all the boats stocked up, plenty of fish around there, but look at that, beautiful. I'd had everyone and their nan want it in the photo, but you can't blame me when the background looks like that. I had to get some, mate, I'm here solo, I had to get some people to take some photos of me as well, but that looks pretty stunning. Yeah, there's a 5 kilometre cycle done, another 5 back, and then probably time for lunch. I'll tell you what, look at that photo someone's just taken of me down there. Oh, beautiful! We found our first quokka! Look how close it is. Oh my god. Yeah. Look at that. Look how close it is. Oh, it wasn't a wasted journey. There we go. Quokka number 1. There we go. So that was a beautiful bay around there. I'm going to Little Salmon Bay, which is just a few minutes cycle. Just look on Google and it looks really nice. In fact, it's probably that over there where the buses are. See what that looks like, and then we'll head back to the main centre. But there we go. I'm so happy I've seen a quokka. So happy. There we go, just literally stopped recording and now found this lovely bit of coastline. Look at the colours, we've got people snorkeling just right out there. So, probably some nice wildlife over there, but look at the colour of that ocean. Hopefully it shows on this Instagram when I put this on YouTube. Just how beautiful this is. And in the distance right over there, you can see the lighthouse. Right on the end of Rottness Island. So this is a Little Salmon Bay. You can see it's the beach area of Rottnest Island, and again you've got people snorkeling just over there as well. Only had my trunks. I'm hoping this isn't too windy and it can hear me, but look at the colours. That ocean, like, it doesn't seem real. I feel like I'm in Greece or Italy with those beautiful turquoise colours. It's stunning. Look at that. Woo. Gorgeous. Apparently this Instagram is waterproof, but when I tried to do it in Thailand when I was snorkeling, it got all water in the screen and I had to put it in rice and they got condensation everywhere. So I'm not giving it a go. So unfortunately you won't have any underwater footage in this video. Sorry about that, but Instagram claims it's waterproof, and last time I tried it, it really wasn't. So you're just going to have to look at the views, but unfortunately no underwater. So if you look at the map, we started here, Thompson Bay, and now we're down here at Little Salmon Bay. So we've done along this coast, and that was about a 5k cycle. So you've got all of the left-hand side of the map to do. We'll go back to the middle bit. I'm going to have some lunch, and then we'll explore the other side of the island. There we go, we made it back to civilization. Took me about half an hour to cycle back, and now it's lunchtime. We've got this Vietnamese roll barbecue for bao mein from Coles, $6. So we'll have a look, and I've got a cheapy protein bar. Again, some holes. So we will see what this is saying, and then after we're going to head to Pinky Beach, which is only about a 2-kilometre cycle, so a lot closer. But those views, hopefully they show on the YouTube video how amazing they were. Absolutely beautiful. But let's have a look what this meal is like. This bao mi. Well, it doesn't actually look too bad, but I'm not particularly a fan of Coles or Woolies. I feel like people just shop there because there's no real alternatives. I go to Aldi, but compared to the UK, there is no supermarkets here. We'll see what this is like. $6, £3, can't moan at that price. It's alright, you know. It's actually good. Fair play, Coles. It's actually really good. But yeah, we're going to do a bit more exploring. See some more of the beaches once we've had this lunch. We've still got like 4 hours left of more exploring, cycling away. Beautiful day, absolutely beautiful. I've definitely got sunburn as well. There we go, we're heading to Pinky Beach now, back on the bike, although mate, it's giving me the numbest arms in the world. Oh, they're not very comfortable. But anyway, it's about half a kilometre up the road, so a lot quicker to get there. Look, we're cycling back through this wooded area. Beautiful, so much different scenery and surroundings. It's giving like New Orleans vibes. Look at these trees. Beautiful. And then we've got a little football pitch. Oh, if this was in England, mate, should have brought a footy. Look at the proper goals and the nets and the AFL goals at the end. Oh, we're just cutting through like a little campsite. So you can stay on Rottnest Island. So there's like small like motel kind of things, and there's also little campsites like this right on the beach. Imagine staying there overnight, just hiring the bikes and just explore for a few days. And there we go. There's the lighthouse in front of us. Woo. I've got some lore about this beach that I'll tell you in a second. Yeah, some Tom Muggo travels lore. So just scrolling right back to on my channel, there's a video I said my year living in Australia, and the thumbnail is this beach. And I only worked it out the other day when I was researching Rottnest Island. I was like, mate, I know that photo because I've used that on a thumbnail. And it was Pinky Beach on Rottnest Island. So I put a photo up now. There we go, look. It's this beautiful beach. And you're going to see my first impressions of thumbnail compared to reality. Let's see what we're looking at. It doesn't look as blue as the other side of the island. Unfortunately, I don't think it looks as impressive as the thumbnail. Got the lighthouse behind me there. Just gonna hike up to it, walk up to it, and see what the views are looking like up there. But I can't believe it's a bit of Tom Muggo Travels lore that it's the same beach that I used as a thumbnail over a year ago on my channel. Well, it looks a bit more aqua blue up here, and then again there's people out snorkeling. Looks like it might rain in the distance though, hopefully it doesn't. See what the views look like from there. Oh my god, look at the ocean behind it. I'll go straight over that side. Oh! That looks unreal. You've got little boats out there. Oh my god. That's perhaps the most blue ocean, like that bit there, I've ever seen. We go further side, doesn't look like it's going to rain, and as I said, right on my shoulder, just about there, you can see, beautiful, it looks like Mediterranean coloured ocean, absolutely beautiful. We need to find some more Quokkas though. We've just had the one so far, but there we go, another beach, Pinky Beach now. We've still got another 3 hours till we need to leave, so Quokka, now we've done a bit of bike exploring, let's find some Quokkas. I don't know if you can see the Quokka because it's blending in. I can't believe how friendly they are. Right on my shoulder. There we go, now we've seen 2 quokkas. I'm counting that as a mission success. Honestly, I can't believe how friendly they are. It's obviously because they've got no predators on this island. They're like, mate, humans? No, they're fine. So, which is just amazing when you want selfies and photos with them, that they're not either behind a cage or behind a fence or miles away. They're literally right next to your leg. So, makes the photos look great, and they are very, very cute. I thought they'd be absolutely everywhere. I've seen 2 so far. But maybe they're in the main centre. Obviously, I've been cycling like out of the main centre, but to see 2, I'm very happy, and the views have been amazing. The beaches look stunning. Unfortunately, I wish I had my trunks on, but the weather's been great. Honestly, I've definitely caught the sun/sunburn, even though I've been putting on the factor 50. But hey ho, I've got like another 4 hours left. But what a video this has been so far. If you are enjoying it, please click that like button and the subscribe button. Next video, I'm in Fremantle. Last video, I was showing off Perth, and then I'm going to Fraser Island in a few weeks for my birthday, so there's going to be another sick vlog there. So hopefully you are enjoying these vlogs. This isn't the end of the video, don't worry, I'll do some more cycling around, but that seat is so comfy, I just needed a minute just to sit down, not on that seat. It's very uncomfortable, but beautiful place for Rottnest Island. Yeah, Rottnest Island has been on my Australia bucket list since last time I lived here, so that was June 2023 to June 2024. So a good few years, but obviously it's on the other side of Australia compared to Melbourne, Sydney, Gold Coast and everything. It's on the west coast, so a bit longer, a bit harder to get to. It took me 4 hours to fly to Perth, and then it's an hour and a half from Perth. So I'm glad that I finally got here, and it is as beautiful as I thought it would be. And just hiring a bike, you just disappear and just go on little adventures. I thought, because it's public holiday, I'm actually recording this on Easter, I thought it'd be absolutely rammed on the island, but the moment you get out of the centre, you just hire your bike, put your AirPods in, which I've got in now, and you just do your own little thing. So it's not actually been as busy as I thought it would be. I'm glad that I did bring my own food, because there's a surcharge on all the cafes that you buy from today because it's a public holiday, so I'm glad I did bring my own food and thought about that ahead. But yeah, Rottnest Island, absolutely amazing. I'm just cycling around, and look, I don't know if this will come out on camera. I can see Perth right on the distance, the CBD. Don't think that will come out on camera, but even if it doesn't, another beautiful view. I'm just cycling along the coastal path down here, see what I find. And I spotted Perth CBD. Lovely. So we've got a baby one just here, and then this is just someone's house. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's one over there as well. 5. It's just someone's house. They've just left the gate open there now. Little Quokkas have said hello. There we go, I've seen all the Quokkas I want to see. I'm heading to Gordy Bay now, which is past where I was at the lighthouse earlier, at Pinky Beach, or Goldie Beach, or whatever it's called. I'm going further along that coast. I've got about 2 hours to get picked up, and I've done enough cycling, but yeah, the golf course and then Goldie Beach. So yeah, past where I was at the lighthouse earlier is Gordy Bay, which is where I'm going to head to now. I've got about 2 hours before we get picked up, and yeah, I've done enough cycling, but hey ho, just explore that part, see what the beaches and the snorkel spots look like. On the map it says that's the main snorkeling spot, which hopefully it suggests nice blue ocean. Right, I think this is Gordy Bay. There's no real signs, but look at that, absolutely beautiful, 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 beautiful. And every time I think of why didn't I bring my bloody trunks? Look at these boats. I'd love to own a boat like this one. I mean, I don't have the funds for it, definitely not, but I'm just having a boat. Oh, what are you going to say? I've just parked it at Rottness Island, and then I'm just going to go off snorkeling, whatever. What an absolute vibe. Really, really nice. There we go, what a spot for an ice cream. Look at this. I mean, $9.20 because of this 15% surcharge because of public holiday, so it was about a £5, but can't knock the view. There we go, I accidentally went on a way further cycling adventure just then than I thought. Ended up going past Pink Lake, ended up going past the other lighthouse, so I've got some videos on my phone that I'll have put before this clip, but I just accidentally did about another 10k cycle when I was just meant to go to Gordy Bay. But anyway, I am back at the ferry point, just waiting for the ferry. Still got about half an hour, and then I will be back in mainland Perth. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you do, please click that like button and that subscribe button. And the next video I'll be in Fremantle, so that will be another one. So stay tuned for the channel for that one. Thanks for watching. I think it was about 24, 25 kilometres I ended up cycling today. Absolutely mad. So there we go. Definitely burnt off the 3 pints I had last night while watching the football. And didn't have a beer, had an ice cream. So beautiful. What a day. What a place Rottnest Island is. 100% would recommend it to anyone who's in Perth. What a place.